guys, and welcome back to my channel. And my name is NISHA, and today I will be creating this affordable drugstore makeup look for you guys. I really wanted to create this look for you guys that was obviously glamorous and beautiful, but at the same time really affordable. So if you guys want to see how I created this affordable drugstore look, then please continue watching. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera, and I'm going to get right into the eye makeup. And to prime my eyelids, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. And I'm just going to use my fingers and blend that in. And I'm going to go ahead and set these areas with the One Heck of a Block by Soap & Glory. And I'm using this Luxie 660 to sort of make sure that the area is smooth and ready to apply our shadows. And for shadows, I'm going to be using this palette from Beige Cosmetics. It is the Marble collection, and I like how this palette has some really nice shimmer shades as well as some matte shades. We're going to go ahead and start off with this sort of brown shade, a light brown shade, and I'm going to be using this brush from Urban Decay. It's a two-sided brush, and it has a blending side on one side, and the other side is a shader side. And using the blending side, I'm going to go ahead and blend this color in on the entire lid. And now taking this lilac shade, I'm going to use this shader brush, and I'm going to go ahead and pack that in on the entire lid. And now using this sort of light purple color, I'm going to be taking that same Urban Decay brush, and I'm just packing that color onto the outer corners of the eyes. I sort of want to have a little bit of that smoke effect, and I'm just sort of drawing that same color into the inner of the eyes and just sort of smoking it out with the other color. And now using that same brown shade that we started off with, I'm going to just take the same shade and just sort of blend in all the colors together, making sure that there's no harsh lines. And now taking this dark purple color, I'm just going to use this pencil brush by e.l.f. and I'm just sort of working that in on the outer corner of the eye. And now using this clean fluffy brush, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that all the edges are clean and there's no harsh lines. And now taking that same lilac purple shade, I'm just packing that color in on the entire lid with the Urban Decay brush. And to highlight my brow bone, I'm going to be using this highlighter from e.l.f. And I'm using this fluffy blender brush, and I'm just sort of packing that color in onto my brow bone and make sure it is highlighted. And now taking these two shades from the palette, I'm just using the same pencil brush and sort of lining my lower lash line and making sure the color is sort of smoked out on the lower lash line. And using this round pencil brush, I'm going to go ahead and take this silver shade from the palette and pack that into the inner corners of my eyes to sort of brighten them up. And now I'm using this metallic shade from the palette, and I'm just using my fingers and just sort of packing the color in the middle of the eyelid and giving it sort of that halo effect. And I'm just taking that same blender brush and I'm just sort of blending in the edges and making sure there's no harsh lines. And using this gel liner from NYX, I'm going to be using this brush from Beige Cosmetics, and I'm keeping the liner very soft and very subtle. And for mascara, I will be using this mascara from Maybelline. It is the Maybelline Big Shots, and this is probably one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. I have been using it a lot lately. And now to prep my face, I am using this hydrating mist from Pixi. And I'm just sort of spraying that all over my face and just moisturizing the entire face. And to prime my face, I'm using this primer by NYX. And I'm just sort of rubbing that in evenly on my skin. And for foundation, I'm going to be using the Loreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. This is a very full cover foundation, so I am taking a very small amount on my beauty blender and blending it into the skin. I like how this gives a very natural look to it. At the same time, even though it is full cover, it doesn't give a very cakey look. It just gives you a very natural sort of a look to your skin, and I really like that. And for concealer, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Concealer once again to conceal my under eyes. And the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind I'm going to be using to sort of highlight those areas. The Maybelline concealer, I feel, is definitely a holy grail drugstore concealer, and I have been using it for some time and I really like to use it as a highlighter. And using my beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and blend in the concealer. And now using that translucent powder from Soap & Glory, I'm just going to go ahead and set those under eyes and all the places that I sort of concealed. And I'm using my same Luxie 660 brush. And now using this tapered brush from e.l.f., I'm going to use this contour duo from NYX. And using that contour shade, I'm going to go ahead and take my brush and sort of press it together and sort of make it a little bit flatter so it's easy to apply my contour. Just to give it more of that chisel. And I'm using a fluffier brush to contour a little bit on my nose, and I'm just contouring sort of the edge and the tip of my nose. And to bronze those areas, I'm using the bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm just using that same tapered e.l.f. brush and just sort of bronzing all the areas that we contoured. And for blush, I'm going to be using this baked blush from Makeup Revolution. I love to use a baked blush because I think it's beautiful for warm and medium skin tones, and I'm using this brush from Real Techniques. And now using that same highlighter that we used earlier from e.l.f., I'm going to highlight my cheekbone and my forehead. And I'm using that same brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just sort of working that in onto my cheekbone and on my forehead. And now taking those same purple shades from the palette, I'm just sort of cleaning out my lower lash line and making sure that nothing has been smudged and just sort of working that in once more. And I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with this liner from Rimmel. And for lipstick, I'm using this lipstick from Milani, and it is in the shade Plum Rose. The lip liner I'm using is a sort of a natural lip liner, and I'm just using it to sort of line my lips. And this lipstick from Milani is super creamy, and I love how the formula sort of stays on, and it is super long lasting. And using this Kohl liner from The Body Shop, I am just lining my lower lash line, and I'm just lining only the outer of the lower lash line. I'm not using the color on the inner. And now using that dark purple from the palette, I'm just sort of darkening the outer lid. And using that same fluffy brush, I'm just sort of cleaning out the edges and making sure that there's no harsh lines. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my falsies off camera. And of course, that will complete our look. So guys, that is it for this video. I really hope that you guys liked this video. And if you guys did like this video, then don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel right down below. And I'll see you guys all next time. And don't forget to keep smiling and stay happy. Bye!